Hello, hello, hello. Well, welcome. I am Dr. Ericka. I am so excited to be here with you tonight. Tonight's topic is 3 less talked about symptoms of depression. You might be like, Dr. Ericka, why are we talking about this? Well, let me tell you. The first thing is this is a time where mental health is a big topic. Not only is it big because people are recognizing that it exists, it's also large because people are being emotionally stressed to their limits given everything that's been going on in our country. And people are experiencing symptoms that either before were manageable or they really didn't experience before. And I want people to have the knowledge they need to start making decisions on what's going to help them feel better. So as we've said before, I'm a psychiatrist, I'm a doctor, but I'm not your doctor. So this is for informational purposes only. So as you come in, just do me a quick favor. Just let me know how you're doing. I would love to know how you're doing. Just drop it in the chat. And we're going to do a couple of housekeeping things right off the top. The first thing is if you know someone that needs to hear this message, tag them. Tag. The next thing is if you know somebody that needs this, you can share this. Sharing is caring. And if you want to be super special, you can always do a watch party. The next thing is if you're watching it later, don't even worry about it. I'm happy you came. Just put hashtag replay in the comments, okay? So let's go ahead and set this up for you so you know what's going on. So tonight we're talking about 3 less talked about symptoms of depression. So as we said before, there's so much going on. People are stretched. People are feeling all kinds of emotions and feelings. And it's coming up in ways that sometimes you've dealt with, sometimes maybe not. And when it comes to depression, we're not going to get into an entire academic discussion on what I call depression versus what the community calls depression. We'll probably do that another day because there is a certain type of clinical criteria that we use, and there are multiple types of depressive disorder. So a lot of us will say depressive disorder is not just actually depression. And there are a wide variety of them, but I don't want to worry your head because I want to give you useful nuggets and not too many so that you can actually remember the nuggets. So let me tell you who I am real quick, and then we're going to make this happen. And I'm going to get you out so you can enjoy your evening. So you know what I realized? Did I say I was doing this? Okay, we're all good. I'm just having mental thoughts right now. I am Dr. Ericka, Harvard-trained double board certified psychiatrist and integrative lifestyle coach. I am extremely passionate about helping people be better so that they can do better and ultimately live better, because who doesn't want to have that life not only that you deserve, but that life that you were created for? I do that through my adult telepsychiatry program, my books, including my latest book, Fix Your Fairy Tale, A Woman's Guide to a Great Life, Love, and Legacy, along with speaking. So sometimes people say, or there's some myths out there that depression is crying all the time, feeling super sad, and want to die. People think of depression and they think you have to have all of this stuff. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is for a lot of people, that's not their narrative. That is not their story. And they can still be suffering or struggling with some type of depressive symptoms, but that's not what they feel. So I want you to be aware of some things that aren't that kind of level of stuff that you see on every Hallmark movie, because I don't know about you, they always had this stuff at Hallmark. They always crying. They always feel terrible. We aren't going to talk about the trauma that's in every single Hallmark, well, not Hallmark, Lifetime movie. But I just want you to be armed with some really good knowledge, because there are some other things that happen when people are dealing with depressive symptoms that aren't that. And the other thing is because when people think it's just that, if they are experiencing some other symptoms, number one, sometimes it's hard to put a finger on what's going on. Number two is that they may not have an idea of what's going on, or that there's a problem, because they're thinking, well, if I'm depressed, I have to be so sad, I'm in despair, and I need to be crying all the time. Well, I'm not crying all the time, or I'm not having thoughts of hurting myself. I'm not having thoughts of killing myself. I'm not having thoughts of dying. So I'm not depressed. I can't be depressed. So let me just talk to you. And as I told you, I'm not your doctor. I'm giving you some educational information that, if you do have some concerns, it may be helpful for you to talk to somebody. So let's go ahead and make this happen and get this started. So the first thing is something, there's a real special word for it, but breaks down to nothing is fun. So you want to be super smart and know a medical term. It's called anhedonia. Anhedonia. Are you ready? That just means that everything is blah, that you don't enjoy things anymore. You don't really have fun, just going through the motions. Everything is just blah. All those things you used to do for fun, you don't want to do them because you don't care. All those brunches that you used to do pre-COVID, hang out with your peeps, you don't want to do it because it ain't fun anymore. So nothing is fun. So the next one, poor concentration. Sometimes people just can't focus. So some of the things you'll notice is it takes longer to do your work, or if you're in school, it takes longer to do your assignments. You're making silly errors like skipping things, typos, misdoing things, just little random errors that you normally wouldn't make. Or someone tells you something and you just straight forget it. The next thing is, sometimes people talk about feeling sad, but there's another emotion that can be tied to depressive symptoms. It is irritability, things getting on your nerves, feeling like someone is literally jumping up and down on your last nerve. Who wants to feel like that? And sometimes folks will feel more irritable than sad. So I always like to mention it. And irritability is one of those symptoms. It shows up everywhere because anxious can be irritable, sad and depressed can be irritable, just angry can be irritable. But I always like to bring it up because sometimes people will, their predominant emotion is more irritability than actually feeling sad. Now, you know what? Who doesn't like a bonus? Because I couldn't leave you with just 3. It's excess guilt. So this is guilt over and beyond what is appropriate, what are things you've actually done. So sometimes folks will just feel guilty about stuff that they never did anything wrong. What they even feel guilty about doesn't make sense, but they just feel all of this guilt. They are racked with guilt. So we're going to do a recap, then I'm going to get you out. So we're going to do a quick recap. If someone needs this, tag them. If you feel someone could benefit from this, please share. I appreciate it. The next thing, if you're watching it and you came on later, put hashtag replay in the comments, and you're always welcome to go back and start over. So we're going to do a recap, and I'm going to get you out of here, okay? So today we're talking about 3 less talked about symptoms of depression, because everyone isn't crying all the time or feeling so sad they're in despair or thinking about killing themselves. So I want you to be prepared in case you or someone you know or someone you love is dealing with some symptoms or struggling, but they just aren't crying all the time or wanting to kill themselves. So I just want you to know that there are some other things that you might want to keep an eye out for. So the first thing is nothing is fun. We call it anhedonia. So you sound super smart to say anhedonia. Everything is blah. Nothing's fun. The things you used to bring you joy or you used to really enjoy doing, you just don't care about anymore because they are not fun. The next is poor concentration. So it's taking you longer to do things. You're not necessarily getting your work done. You're missing deadlines. You're making silly mistakes. You're forgetting things that people told you. And guess what? You don't have to be sad. You can be irritable. So sometimes people are just really, really irritable and just get frustrated so easily. And that is their predominant emotion. Now, there are times where people feel sad and irritable, but I like to know that it's there. The other thing is sometimes folks just feel super guilty, and it's in excess of what is realistic for what they have experienced. So that's what I got for you. I'm so happy you came. Please feel free, put comments in there. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything you're interested in hearing about, because you know I want to bring the people what they want. Unfortunately, I don't have a winning lottery ticket, so we have to work with some other stuff. But again, thank you so much for coming. I am Dr. Ericka, Harvard-trained double board psychiatrist and integrative lifestyle coach. I am extremely passionate about helping people be better so they can do better and ultimately live better, because who doesn't want to live that life that they were actually created for, it, a special life you were meant to have. I do that through my adult telepsychiatry practice. I am seeing patients in Georgia, Missouri, Tennessee, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Arizona, and California. I probably forgot someplace. I seemingly always do. But if you know someone or yourself that could just need a little help, sometimes people just need a little checkup, a mental health checkup. Let them know if they're all right or not. Go to my website, askdrgoodwin.com, and you can schedule a free consultation. I would love to get a chance to meet you. The last thing is COVID's here. We might be tired. COVID isn't tired. So I want to encourage you to please, please, please continue to stay safe. Continue to take good care of yourself. Continue to still take precautions. Wear your mask. Now they're talking about double masks due to the higher levels of contagion in this new COVID strain. Wash your hands. Stay at least 6 feet apart. Don't be getting together in large groups. Just use your head. Use common sense. And since we're still in this period, I want to encourage you to have the normal prescription. Call at least one person and tell them that you love them. They will appreciate it. And I bet they'll tell you they love you back. Who can't use a little bit more love in their love bucket? So that's what I have for you today. I just want you to know that I really appreciate you. And I was in Illinois, but I wasn't going to Illinois, so I actually let my license go in Illinois. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I appreciate you choosing to spend some of your evening with me, or your afternoon or your morning, whenever you are viewing this. I really appreciate the fact that you choose to spend this time with me. I will continue to give you information to help make your life better and to spread a little joy and positive energy. So have a great night and take care. Bye.